Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Not Okay, a movie about a woman who lies on the internet and then gets called out for it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's what? It's the Pineys, books 1 through 9. Available at Amazon.com. Kindle Unlimited. It's free. Okay. So this is only a teaser trailer, so it's very short, but I really, really like the premise of this film. So Danny is an influencer who's obsessed with becoming internet famous, which unfortunately a lot of people are really obsessed by that. You might say, oh, aren't you obsessed? Do you have a channel and you do things? Yeah, I'm not obsessed with it. I'm really more about selling my books. I do this to sell my books. But sure, I mean, I definitely went down that rabbit hole in the pre-internet era when it was all about mail and paper and getting your name in the newspaper. But this has a great message, I think, and that message is in the trailer. Be careful what you wish for, and so it's a very short trailer. About a bunch of people dunking on her on the internet and how she destroyed herself. And then this line is, oh my God, can you believe what's happening? And this guy shakes his head. He's got like an accent and he just goes, white women. Which, normally I'd say, oh God, they're making a bunch of woke jokes about race. But it's kind of funny, right? It's kind of funny because it's like, it fits with the current zeitgeist. So, yeah, it's kind of an edgy joke. It's kind of out there, but I think it works. So basically, Danny, I guess she went to France or went somewhere and took a bunch of pictures to herself. Or maybe she couldn't get to France, but she lied to the internet and said she was in France and put herself in front of various places in France. And then it turned out there was a terrorist attack when she was there. And then I guess she lies and said she got caught in a terrorist attack or kidnapped or whatever. And then she gets called out on the internet. So here she is, be careful what you wish for. And she's crying in the elevator because now everybody on the internet is going after her. So it's rated R. I hope it has a positive ending. It's going to be on Hulu. And you can see how upset she is. So, it's kind of a negative story in that the character is hated and goes through a terrible, situation. But she's the creator of her own misery, right? And this is a great message. It's a needed message. Don't get caught up in internet BS. Just don't get caught up in it. Walk away. If you're caught up in internet BS, some people have gone way too far, and some people just quit the internet. They just quit it. They build channels. They try to get people to like them or whatever. I had a friend. She was building up her Twitter account, and then she just gave up on it after a while. It was too hard. The algorithm was against her. Maybe in the next 2 years after Elon's in, it'll be different. But it's tough to become a media influencer. You got to be very young and good looking, and you got to hit it at just the right time. Just like the YouTube stuff, most of the influencers who have become influencers, organically, I'll say, they've already made their bones, as it were, and those days are done because of the algorithm. Now, you could maybe make your bones on another platform if it becomes big enough. Like Rumble, I think, is heading in that direction. Although I'm not seeing a tremendous amount of growth on Rumble, but I sort of just repost what I do. And I'm very small in terms of a channel. But some of these people have an insane amounts of followings on Instagram, some on TikTok, assuming any of it's real. I don't think it is. I think some of the Instagram stuff is probably fake too. Just like I'm 90% sure a bunch of the Twitter stuff is fake. like a lot of you out there, like probably agree. Yeah, there's a lot of bots on Twitter. I don't know what the percentages would be. I mean, I'm guessing based on my own rambling experience as usual, but these are this is a really timely thing. And the fact that they're fun, it's like, how long does it take Hollywood to actually do a movie that's about something that's happening right now? This stuff is happening every day. It's got a title for the Times, Not Okay. Zoe Deutsch. I don't know her as an actress. Let's see. Let's read the write-up here. Danny Sanders is an aimless, aspiring writer with no friends, no romantic prospects. I doubt that. She's pretty cute. And worst of all, no followers, fakes an Instagram-friendly trip to Paris in hopes of boosting her social media clout. When a terrifying incident strikes the City of Lights, Danny unwittingly falls into a lie bigger than she ever imagined. She returns a hero, even striking up an unlikely friendship with Rowan, Mia Isaac, I'm not sure who that is, a school shooting survivor dedicated to social change. Now this is getting woke. And scooping up the man of her dreams, Colin. Okay, so she's got a friendship with one guy, and then meets the man of her dreams with Colin, Dylan O'Brien. As an influencer and advocate, Danny finally has the life and audience she always wanted, but it's only a matter of time before the facade cracks and she learns the hard way that the internet loves a takedown. That is true. That is true. Now, the teaser would indicate that most of it is about the back end. Maybe that's not true. From that synopsis, it doesn't seem to be true. Seems like we're going to get first act, she's a struggling writer, and then she fakes this trip to Paris on Instagram and decides to hide or whatever as she does a bunch of photoshopping. And then, she doesn't realize that there was a big incident in France when she was supposedly there. I guess they mistake her as a hero because they think she survived some sort of terrorist attack. So when she shows up, back to her place or whatever, now everybody is like, she blows up, right? It's like too much. Like, it's a lot. Like, if she had just lied on any other day, it would have been fine, right? Oh, she went to Paris. Oh, good for her. But now, she's got this lie. And so the second act is probably going to be like her life explodes and she gets everything she wants, and now she's influencing her. And then slowly people start to question her story. Maybe she gets a few details wrong, and the facade starts to crack, and then it's about, can she save her relationship with the man of her dreams? Is she going to end up betraying everybody? And then the third act, it all falls apart, and then it's about how she kind of cobbles her life together after that. Now, the third act's going to be very key on this, whether or not I would go see this movie. I would love to see a third act in which she basically realizes how empty, and first off, that you don't lie, number one, and number two, that this is an empty life experience, essentially. That being an influencer is not a good thing. You should go out and do something better with your life, and, that she's appropriately punished, but in the end, there's a positive message like, oh, okay, she gets off the internet maybe forever, and then we see her 5 years later, and she's married to the man of her dreams. She managed to cobble that together and has sort of a trad life with a kid or something. That would be nice. That'd be a nice ending, something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be that. I'm pitching a sort of trad wife scenario, but something that's nice, right? Something positive. Or the dark ending would be like, oh yeah, she gets obliterated, but then she reinvents herself again and comes back in some other way and lies again. That would be more of a comedy, dark comedy ending. It is rated R, so I'm not sure which direction they're going. It's hard to tell from that teaser. Or I don't know, they could have some sort of woke ending. I'm sensing a little wokeness in it, but I mean, you kind of, it appeals to that crowd, so that's appropriate to put in a movie. Yeah, I know, right? You're saying, oh my God, you're endorsing it? No, I'm not endorsing it. I'm saying I understand why they would put it in the movie, or why the movie makers would attempt to anyway, because they want to appeal to that crowd and they're woke. So at the very least, they're going to pay it lip service, right? They're going to pay it lip service, like, oh, you're so brave. Oh, my pronouns are this. You know, even if that's not crucial to the plot, which it doesn't seem to be. It's more about how bad social media is, which I do like. So would I see this movie? Maybe. I'd probably see the full-length trailer first, and if it was a good ending, I think, or if I was suspecting that it was going to end in a good way, yeah, maybe. It's not really a movie meant for me. It'll probably annoy me to some degree to see all these young people do social media stuff, half of which I still kind of don't understand. I'm a bit of a boomer sometimes when it comes to social media, but so it's not really for me. But if it has that positive message of like, yeah, be careful what you wish for, don't do this internet crap, then I would certainly wholeheartedly endorse the movie if it's got that sort of thrust to it, because I think that could be a very positive message. So good. Finally, it seems something that seems to at least tap into what's going on in this world in a movie. Who would have thought? Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check out my Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble channels. Little Joan's there too, right, Little Joan? She's sleeping. Also, check out my books. Next signings at Sunrose Books in Ocean City, New Jersey, this Thursday at 11 a.m. Hope to see you there.